Hello everyone, welcome back to Divine Journey 2. Last episode we got the jet plate, so we can fly now. And we also got into a little bit of autocrafting. Can we have some cool particles? Let's try rainbow. Wow, I like it. And if you look over here, I've been very busy, swapping out drawers for compacting drawers. This took forever. I had to rip out the old drawers and transfer it into the controller, into the new ones. I used integrated dynamics because that's the fastest way to do it. There were like thousands of stacks of items in these. Everything is moved over now, and I've also swapped dark steel over to a compacting drawer. It is used in Dark Solarium as the block, so that's why I did that. Anytime we need a block of one of these, I will swap it over. And I also have iron rods and iron plates on passive, and I think that's everything that I've done. Okay, so the first thing I want to do today is passive all the empowered recipes. But before that, we're going to have to passive everything required for the crafts. I guess I'll do it in order. So empowered Restonia requires redstone alloy, bricks, and signalum gears. We already have this, and this. Signalum gears should be easy. We just need a compactor with a gear augment. And there we go. And probably a downgrade. Next up we have bricks, so we need to smelt clay. And craft it into the blocks. Easy peasy. It is quite slow. This should be better. I definitely don't need downgrades on these. It's just clay. I think it is fast enough now. We get one every couple seconds, which is definitely faster than the Empowerer. Now we can do redstone alloy, which is just red alloy and silicon. Even this might not be fast enough. This should help. Okay, that's the first one done. Which one's next? Palace. We're just missing lead gears and prismarine, which I'm definitely doing this way. I will do the lead gears first though. There we go. These aren't really useful, apart from this, so I will put a downgrade on them. So we're going to have to add prismarine to this. It should be easy, so we can have a drawer, a precision dropper, another interface, a level emitter. We need to request quartz, and the level emitter needs to be on prismarine, or 100 for now. And now all we need to do is input via limited item filter with quartz, add it to the collector, and put it in the drawer. This should be fine. And there we go. Once we're at 100, it stops. Perfect. Next crystal, empowered diamantine. And it looks like the only thing we're missing is platinum gears. Should be very simple. And a downgrade. Next one, empowered void. A couple things here. Charcoal, invar gears, and dark bimetal gears. So we'll have to do infinity bimetal gears. And also stone gears. So 4 machines here. All crafters, wood to planks, planks to sticks, stone gears, infinity bimetal gears. We'll also need one more for the dark gears. I forgot about that. We'll set up these first. Planks, sticks, stone gears, and infinity bimetal gears. Everything here is free basically, so I won't downgrade any of these. I guess the most expensive part is steel. We should be making that faster than we're using it though, so it's fine. I might as well do all the Ender IO gears now, so I need 3 crafters. 4 dark gears, the orange ones, and the green ones. Also, before I forget, downgrades. These gears are quite expensive, on all these alloys. So we have dark bimetal, energized bimetal, and vibrant bimetal. Awesome! I kind of messed up. This top row is not in the limit. This is annoying. I wanted all of these to be in a row. I could move this over to there. Nah, I'm just moving the top one. And fixed. Now I have to do invar gears and charcoal. Okie dokie. Moving on. We are almost done. We have 3 left. Next up is empowered emeradic. And look at this. We've already done this one. Everything's automated. Awesome. There's 2 to go then. We have silicon. We have snow. We have steel gears. So we just need iron gears. Another easy one. Plonk. I won't downgrade this. It's just iron. Invar I might though. I forgot about that. Okay, last one. Empowered glod. 3 of these are already done. So we just need lumium gears. Also, we've run out of glowstone again. I'll fix that later. And there we go. Lumium gears. Definitely downgrade. Okay, let's fix this glowstone problem with an excavator vein in the nether. We need to find a glowstone vein. Oh look, this one's glowstone. How convenient. That means we can reuse both power and also this. This won't fix our glowstone forever, but it will give us about 100k of glowstone dust, which I'm hoping will last a while. It's slightly out of a chunk. I hope that's not a problem. I will claim it, just in case. So power, and an item duct. Oh, alright, there we go. And we can just pipe it in. We should be positive on glowstone pretty soon. We should be ready to automate the empowerers now, but I don't really want to use item conduit. So if possible, I would like to use lasers. I love these things. The problem is, they're quite expensive. 1 empowered emeradic per relay. And we're going to need like 50. So before I do this, I will batch craft a stack of these. We should have everything. There we go. It's going. This should be the last time that we make this manually. So what we need to passive, for now, I'm sure we'll add some more recipes later. We want all the crystals, 1 empowerer per recipe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 more for empowered crystal bundles. I might as well passive elevate him while I'm here. And because this requires 3 glod, I might make 3 empowerers, just for glod. The rest can have 1. So that's 10 in total. And we have 1 already. Yay! Excess glowstone. Sorted. For a bit. We're also going to need some aesthetic quartz. I'm not sure if this is useful at all, other than the display stand. It really doesn't look like it, so I won't passive it. Okay, all we're missing are hyper diamonds, energetic alloy, which is slightly worrying. I think it's just because the gears, and we're waiting for a backlog at the moment. And 18 double batteries, which we do have to craft ourselves, because they need to be filled. But we can do this. I can just fill all of these up very easily with our flux capacitor. It should be able to use these now in the craft. Yes. Looks like we do need to increase our glod. I'll do 200. Might as well increase everything else as well. This is great. I love this thing. We just need a bunch of hyper diamonds. Okay, we're ready to go. We just have to wait for this to start buffering, which should be soon, since this is almost full. So while we're waiting for that, I think I want to fix this. This has been running on oil sands from the excavator that was here. It did empty the vein, by the way. So now that we've run out of that, we're not getting this from our quarry. So we're going to have to do this a little bit differently, but I have a plan. We're getting bitumen directly. We just need to get tar, which has a better ratio if you melt down coal and fractionate that. So that's the plan. So all we need to do is input coal to the magma crucible and input bitumen into the induction smelter, and also request them here. Oh, you have to use pulverized coal. We have that automated, so it's no problem. There we go. And it's working. This should be a 75% chance of tar. I don't know if there'll be any problems. There might be. Well, for now it works. I'll make sure it doesn't break. I might have to void excess fluid, so we keep getting tar, but I'm not sure if that will happen. We'll see. On second thought, I think I want a new pulverizer for this, instead of using the pulverized coal, because we can let this output sulfur, so it should help our production of it. Looks like we're keeping up. By the way, I think this is finished, so we should be able to make a bunch of item lasers, so we can encode these recipes. I think I do want the advanced ones, because they can be filtered. Usually you don't need to, if it's an on-demand setup, because you can just use priority, but we're doing a passive setup, so we need filtering. So we want 10 empowerers, it's 5 item lasers per one of those, and we need 1 more on a item interface, so 51. Wow, that's a lot of glod. We're missing 408. That's crazy. I will make the glod one 1,000. I might need to move the others. This is just redstone. This can also be 1,000. This is just lapis. This can be 1,000. Diamonds we're kind of short on, so I'll keep that one at 200. This could be 1,000. It's just coal. I'll keep emerald at 200. And Onori 1,000. It's just iron. Also, we should definitely be dropping blocks instead. I'll swap over to that before it lags. There we go. This is better. It should be a lot faster as well at getting to the buffers. We're about to run out of gold, by the way. I'm not sure how that happened. And it's gone. We have 1,000 glod now, so can we request all 51? Yes. We're also going to need an item interface, but that seems fine. There we go. It's done. Looks like the buffer of energetic alloy has finally filled up a little bit, enough for us to make this. But now we have a new problem. Gold. Why do we get so little gold from the builder? How about we speed it up? I'll try and find a sweet spot of a speed that we can deal with. 4,000 might be too much. Yeah. Let's go 2000. So twice as fast as it was before. Still no. Maybe 1500? Yeah, okay. Looks like we're fine with 1.5k. But I doubt that'll make any difference to our gold. We are getting golden pickaxes from the mob farm. We can get nuggets from that, but that's useless. But if we do this, we can get gold. Maybe I do this. I don't know though. It might not be worth it. I'll try and figure out a way of fixing this. This could be bad. Good news. We are now positive on gold. I plonked down our other excavator on this gold vein, and it seems to just be enough so that we're slowly going up now, which is good. But I've also been looking at the solar panels. I have encoded the first 5, so let's say we want 8 solar panel 5s. These generate 512 RF per tick, which is quite a big boost. As you can see, these are dirt cheap, except mana dust. But what I can do now is remove the downgrade from this drawer. Since we've made a bunch of this anyway, in filling up mithril, pink crystalline brown slime, so we've made like 100 stacks of this already. So it really shouldn't be a problem removing this. And there we go, we can do it now. It might take a while, because it is like a nested craft. I'm thinking about improving this system a bit, so that it's rapid. But I won't do it right now, I don't really need to. There we go, easy peasy. So if we do something like this, with conduit, we should be able to put these down. Of course it's raining, it's fine. And they do connect, and there we go. Each one of these is producing 512. So what we should be able to do now is increase the speed of the builder by quite a bit. Let's go 4k. We should be able to handle this. Maybe not. Let's go with 3k. No? 2k? Okay, there we go. We're going up. That's fine. That's twice as fast as it was before. And once we passive the Empowerer, we can go to solar panel 6 and solar panel 7. And that's about it. We can't do this yet. Not quite. So we can go as high as the 8k one. That's crazy. I will encode the next 2 recipes, just to see how expensive they are. So if I want 8 solar panel 7s, this is strangely doable. Like very doable. I just need to passive these 2. And it's not even using that much. That would be 64,000 RF per tick, which is 4 times what we're doing now, with the 4 diesel generators. I did not realize solar panels were so good. I'll definitely look into those later. Now that we have a fair amount of gold, I would like to craft 9 Empowerers. And we can finally do it. This took forever. I know, werewolf. There we go. Yay! Now we just need 36 display stands, which is just a little bit more. Aesthetic quartz, the green one, which is no problem. And we can go. Why are you so loud? Oh, there you are. Alright, is there any more? Well, the craft's done now, so I don't care. Finally, we can do some empowering. I will get rid of all these. I need to move power to the side by 1 block, so the display stands can be powered like this, and the Empowerer. So we're just going to go upwards, 10 blocks. Now we're going to need to put a laser relay on everything. This is already looking insane. So how this works is we pull from an interface into the item interface, which will be connected to all of these. And because everything will be filtered, everything will go to the right places. And then we will pull from the item interface to a drawer controller, which will contain only empowered items. So it should pull out only the finished product. That's my idea. But we need a laser wrench. This thing. Because we need empowered Onori for the laser wrench, we might as well filter it now. So empowered Onori is the 6th one. So this one. Also, I've realized we don't automate steel gears. I thought we did, but we're only doing plates and rods at the moment. So I'll have to fix that. There we go. Laser wrench. And before we forget, steel gears. There we go. I'm glad that's sorted. I should be able to connect everything now, like so. I could connect them at the bottom and then just go upwards, but I want to do like a diamond pattern by doing this. Oh, you can't connect a loop. Oh, I guess I can do this. It's like a spiral shape, kind of. That's fun. I'll do that. Alright, I'm done. It looks amazing. Let's hope it works. Because we have a little gap here, I will put the draw wall here. So like this. We will need to filter all these. I only have 2 things though, at the moment. The empowered crystal bundles and empowered emeradic. I will go in JEI order. Oh, also, I've remembered. Compacting drawers. Probably. Yes. That's a good idea. There we go. Don't forget these. These will store 1 stack of blocks, which isn't great because that's 9 stacks of each of the input items, which will be bad for stuff like these, the gears. We cannot have another downgrade. Okay, I guess we're doing 9 stacks. It's fine. It's not that bad. So we can put the controller down and have conduits. Now we just need a bunch of interfaces going into that. I think I'll set the filters first though. I will filter 3 at a time, starting with Restonia, Lapis, and Diamantine. We want to be filtering the inbound. I guess technically we can filter the outbound, but we don't really need to do that with the way we're doing this. But maybe we should, just in case. I don't know. There we go. 3 down. We might as well set up the interfaces as well while we're here. So we need another P2P. So we need to request all of this stuff. This will probably take a lot of interfaces. It's okay. Also, somehow I filtered brick, the item, instead of the block. I'll go ahead and fix that. There we go. Okay. Moving on. We'll do Void, Emeraldic, and Inori. I have to redo Inori anyway. I had to remove some of the lasers. Okay. All done. We're just missing Glod 3 times and Empowered Crystal Bundles. So these 3 Glod, and this one will be Empowered Crystal Bundles. We can always add more on the top. Right now I can't filter the crystal bundle because I don't have one, so I'll just fill it in with this for now, just so random stuff doesn't end up there. Okay, everything's done, I'm pretty sure. We should be able to turn this on now by just inputting into here from the interfaces. Here goes nothing. Wow, here goes literally nothing. It's not even working. Everything has a filter. I guess this doesn't, but you don't need one on here, right? Oh, there we go. We just need to turn off these 2, and if we filter these, it should work. Not quite. Maybe we have to filter these as well. There we go. That's working. Okay, I understand. There we go. Everything's done. It's beautiful. We are probably slowly running out of a few things. Probably these gears. But honestly, they look fine right now. Okay, Lumium gears are too slow. That's probably because Glod, and there's 3 of them. And we might need to upgrade Lumium as well. I'll find out soon enough. It's only 9 stacks before it's at the buffer, so we might be fine. So now all we need is a storage bus. And look at this. It's going good. We might as well passive Elevatium now. It shouldn't be that much more effort. So Alloy Smelter, filtered for these 3, and a downgrade. There we go. Crystal Bundle. Now we can filter up here. And we need 1 more interface. Because we're full. An entire interface for 1 more item seems a bit of a waste, but we'll probably need to add more empowered recipes later anyway. There's a few more, I think. Yeah, like this. And Mirian, and whatever this is. So yeah, it's not a waste. There we go. We're empowering, and we can add it to the filter. Awesome. This should only run a little bit more, because we're almost at a stack here. Yeah. We're running out of alloys for these gears, just as expected. We could move up to Crystalline, perhaps, or even Melodic. Stellar we can't quite do, but we can do this, I guess. Honestly, we might get to the buffer, like very soon, so it might not matter. Yeah, we're only 20 blocks away on Glod. We might as well do Elevatium. We just need a draw, another dropper, limited item filter for Empowered Crystal Bundle, and a level emitter for Elevatium, 100, and request them here. There we go. It's working. We just add it to this. And also the filter on the collector. There we go. Elevatium on passive. Very nice. Yeah, we're starting to run out of the gears, but I think it's fine. I'll probably be just running around for a bit while all the buffers fill up. We are running out of stuff in quite a few places, mainly these 2. And maybe dark steel. That does look like it's going down. Also steel. We're down to a stack of blocks, so that might be bad. I don't know though. We'll see. Also, I've just remembered, we can afford the solar panels now. The really good ones. We're missing a few Invar gears, so I will increase the buffer to 4 stacks, and make it faster as well. Because we weren't even keeping up before. We should do now. So I want 8 of the solar panel 7. If you look at this, we're only missing Invar gears to get 64,000 RF per tick. So that's amazing. That should keep us going until Rainbow Generator. Which is very soon, to be honest. It seems all the gears are like slightly too slow, because they have run out now. Yeah, so I will upgrade them all. Okay, that should help. So I would like 8 solar panel 7s. Okay. Can we try again? There we go. Go! This will take a while, but after this is finished, we shouldn't have to worry about power. For a while. Why are we getting darkstone stuff now? I think the builder might have found a darkstone biome, so I will need to add the stone to the filter. Let me fix. Darkstone. Filtered. That's better. Yay! The solar panels is finished. Look at this. This is great. So we can take out these. And put in these. There we go. Much better. There is also upgrades as well. You can double the RF generation. I think it's this one. We could do that if we ever run into power issues, but I don't think we will. Each one of these solar panels is equivalent to 2 diesel generators, and we have 8. So basically, we have gone from 4 diesel generators to 20. It is only in the day though, but they do store a huge amount, so I don't think it will matter. We can probably unlock the builder now. Let's do that. Awesome. It should be a lot faster now. Also, the cables these are on can't even transfer enough power, I don't think, because this is like a multi-block, so I think the better way of doing this is getting rid of these and putting them like this in the ground. The energy cube can handle the transfer as well. So this is working now, comfortably. This is awesome. We are indeed almost buffering, so our base should stop falling apart soon. I'm hoping. Okay, most things are full up now, which is very nice. We're getting these two, finally, and we should be buffering on steel once this fills up. That might be a while, but it's okay. What I have noticed, however, this doesn't work. Well, at least not properly, because this is over 100. So the way we've set up this level emitter is not very good. When I logged in today, I'm pretty sure these level emitters were off for a tiny bit. So we're slowly getting extra ones. It's probably due to the base not loading all as one. That's what I think. Because if you look at the crystals, these are all quite a bit over 1,000. That's not what I wanted. So we have to have these off by default, and then they turn on. That way we shouldn't get extra. We do have to redo this though. I have an idea. It should work pretty well. So we insert with brown instead, and have an extra drawer. Like so. And now we can rotate these round, the level emitters. We will insert on green on the drawers, but the extract on brown will be based on redstone from the level emitter. So active with signal. We might have to power this block to avoid powering the droppers, but I think that's fine. And now what we do is put Glod in here at 1,000, but flip it. That way its default position is off, which is what we want. So I think this is working. If I take out a bunch of Glod, there we go. It's not powering the conduit though. Maybe I power this block. It's not working. I might have to do it like this. That is working. Let me test it with this one. I've set up Restonia, so if I take out Glod, it shouldn't activate Restonia. Yes, okay, good. Alright, we don't need to worry then. We can just power the conduit directly. Okay, that's everything working. I just need to do the same with these two. Okie dokie, all fixed. So if we take some elevating out, there we go. We are making more now. There's an extra stack buffered here, but that's fine. And we might as well make this look nice. This side's a bit messy. This is fine. Actually, let me pretty up this place a bit. Maybe some sort of ring around the empowerer. It's kind of like this, but it looks cooler. I like that. So what I want to do now, I think, is upgrade our autocrafting a lot. I think I have a plan. So I think I want 28 more interfaces. We have a slight buffering issue with the die blends, but that should be fine. Let's do 4 stacks on all of these. Now we can do it. And now what I want to do is have 5 molecular assemblers per interface. We'll have 32 in total, so 32 times 5, minus 4. 156. Can we do it? Probably not. Yeah. We're close though. Buffering issue, buffering issue. And we just need to make more of this. And I guess buffering issue here as well. Now that we don't have a resource problem, I might just remove the downgrades in all of these. Except this one. I don't really care about this one. And we'll do 4 stacks of these. I really should automate Fluix, but it's so easy to batch craft. Easy 8 stacks. And there we go. We can do it. This is a huge amount of resources. 1,000 logs, and hundreds of alloys, and processors. I also will increase the number of CPUs. I'll do that after though. I might think about passiving crafting tables. They seem really annoying for the system to craft. I did want pattern expansion cards, but I don't know if I can do that. I would need like 80. It's quite expensive. We can also have 5 acceleration cards in each molecular assembler. That's like 800. This isn't happening. So I will put all the patterns over here for now. So I want to move these two, I think. So CPU will go here. There we go. And we'll have a hole here for the molecular assemblers. So this needs to be 16 deep. So we can have a long line of dense cable. And we start on the second block. Like this, I think. And then like this. And we keep doing this. There we go. This should be 32 channels, in which it is. Where I've just realized my mistake. We don't want these two to share a molecular assembler. So this has to be even longer. Okay. So after the first two, I guess there has to be a gap. Like that. Okay, I understand. Why is there a mine shaft? Leave me alone. Okay, there we go. Okay, I've done. We hit 11 million caves on the way down, and a spider spawner. It's incredibly annoying. I'm having the worst time right now. Okay, there we go. I finally did it. There is a random fence here from a mine shaft. Okay, great. So we want 5 molecular assemblers per interface, like so. You can do 6, but it's a little more finicky. There we go. I didn't mess up because we had the perfect amount, and we can cover it in glass. Eventually we will upgrade all of these with acceleration cards, but we're not rich enough yet. Not quite. This was suggested by Eastlaw. I've never actually tried to do it like this, so I'm excited to see how much faster it is. We do have to put all the patterns back though. That might take a while. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. All moved over. So let's test it out by ordering a new CPU, and also an expansion to the one we have. So 15 of these. Wow, this is way faster, and I've not even put any upgrades in. It can get way better than this. That's very cool. Done! And I also want 12 of these. So fast. So I can expand this one. There we go. And the next one can go here. So full capacity of this room is 8 CPUs and 4 of these crafting towers. So that should be enough. We can always expand in another direction. We can steal from this P2P and build the exact same CPU. Great. So now we have 2 CPUs, 160k each. I don't think we'll be doing a craft that big for a very long time, so I think we're fine. So I've increased these buffers to 4 stacks because I was noticing it wasn't enough sometimes. For example, in the expansion cards. We might be able to afford them soon. That would be cool. So I think for the final bit of this episode, I was thinking about doing the rainbow generator, but I think I'll save that for next time. So for now, how about we look at these ender alloys, and maybe getting ender chests? We'll see. So the basic ender alloy is made with osmiridium and enderium. We can probably just passive this. So induction smelter, draw, and filter the inputs. Nice and simple. Next up is the enhanced version, so we'll need to passive steaming Restonia, and also ender rope. So we'll need to passive vibrant crystals, and industrial leather. And this. This is quite a rabbit hole. So we can automate leather by zapping rotten flesh. So that should be easy enough to add to this. Oh, why did I make a fluid one? I didn't even realise. It's this one I need. So leather, I'll go 1000. And also needs to be flipped. There we go. We add it to the drawer and the collector. Next up is treated leather. This should be fine. We just need to passive lime dye. And I guess bone meal. So 3 sequential fabricators. And 1 of these augments to use water in the craft, rather than messing around with buckets. It might be better using a pulverizer for bone meal. Yeah, I'll do that. Lime dye should be easy. There we go. Now we just need a unending bowl for water. So we can put this down. Extract on blue. Water. Now we can set this recipe and filter these 3. And there we go. Treated leather. I probably should have downgraded the lime dye Let me fix that. There we go. Bone meal's fine. It's just bones. But this is using cactus dye, which is used for these, which we need. So the problem I have now is I can't automate buffaloes or imps for the industrial leather. So I might look into the powered spawner, or at least encode the recipe, to see how bad it is. We'll have to do all the jetpack stuff as well, which is quite annoying. Yeah, we're missing quite a lot of things. But it's not that bad. Most of these are just blocks. So I think we'll look into that another episode. How about we manually make these? We just need 4 for the quest. I will eventually passive this, so we can make some industrial leather, some ender rope, and using some steaming restonia, we can make the advanced ender alloy. Very green. And with some pink slime ingots and crystalline alloy, we can make the advanced ender alloy. Did I say advanced before? This one's blue. Fun fact, we can technically passive crystalline alloy right now, but I'm kind of scared of doing that, because that would use a lot of elevatium, which would use a lot of this. So I don't really want to do that right now. So to get to ender chests, it looks like we have to do all of this. So we'll start off by making an active ender core. Basic. This is very cheap. It's just obsidian, basic ender alloy, and these, which we're getting from our mob farm. I don't really know what these are. I'll find out later. But we need to make them enhanced. So we need a bit more of the second ender alloy. No problem. There we go. We can now craft the inactive ender core. Enhanced. And finally the advanced one, which is exactly the same as the others. Easy peasy. So now we can activate these, in the end, by right-clicking a end crystal, which we do have to craft. So we'll go to the Twilight Forest, and fight the Wither. Let's do it over here. I'm sure this will go fine. That was easier than I thought. And now I need gas tiers. I think the easiest way is these towers, but I might need to find a new one. I'm pretty sure they stop spawning once you defeat the boss. Yeah, I think so. And I don't think we even have the map. How about I just look in the nether? They feel quite rare though. Oh, I hear a ghast. Where are you? There you are. I think it fell in the lava. I hate this place. It's awful. At least I'm getting a bunch of forged cincinnaci. A ton. Ghast, where are you? Oh, there you are. I got it. 1. I think I have 4 in total now. I need 9. I hear another ghast. There it is. I didn't get it. Why are they always over lava? Come this way. No. Okay, I'll just catch it. Oh, I have 4. Did I catch that one or the previous one? I don't know. More cincinnaci though. I love this stuff. Yay! I should have enough. Or maybe not. I don't know if I had 3 or 4 at home. So I'll try get one more ghast. Hello. Yay! Nice to know the nether's still horrible. Now we can make a ghast block, which does look amazing, I must say. And 1 end crystal. So now what I can do, I believe, is just place one on here. And we right click on an end crystal with this to activate it. Ta-da! It gave us 4 for free, so we might as well activate them all. It did an entire stack at once. How nice. Now we've unlocked the ender chest recipe. It's one of these, obsidian, blaze rods, 2 normal ender chests, which are almost the same, and a dimensional transceiver, which we can almost do. It doesn't look that bad. So we can set up patterns for the ender chest. So we can go ahead and request one. We're just missing 6 dark solarium, 2 ender crystals, and 1 sentient ender. Dark solarium is another thing that we can technically passive, but I don't want to. It uses a lot of dark steel. So we need a few endermen, 4 ender crystals, and we also need another witch. Or one of these things. Okay. I believe we can do it now. Awesome. As much as I love these, I would much prefer the ender chest. One thing to note, do not claim this, because much later in the pack, we can cheese Vethea with one of these. So that's what we'll be doing. So I think I'll end it there. Next episode, I might try and do the rainbow generator. That seems like the next thing to do. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.